Welcome to Retirement Income Options, Variable Benefit, VB Pension Payment. The variable benefit payment is one of the options available to you when you decide to start your pension. This video will help you to understand what the VB payment is and if it is right for you. The VB payment is quite different from the monthly pension, which provides a guaranteed fixed income for life. VB payments provide you with flexibility. You can set up periodic payments, which can be monthly or annual, as well as increasing or decreasing the payment if needed. Keep in mind that VB payments do not guarantee an income for your lifetime, and they are also subject to provincial minimum and maximum payment amounts. In order to start your VB payment retirement income, you must be at least age 50, perhaps earlier if your age plus years of service equals 75, and you have terminated your employment with a CSS employer member. At retirement, all of your CSS funds, locked or unlocked, are available to start a VB payment. You can choose to have a portion of your CSS funds in the variable benefit account, and you can also have a portion of your funds moved into a monthly pension to provide a steady amount for your lifetime. CSS funds can also be transferred to a credit union or other financial institution to set up a PRIF or LIF, or they could be transferred to an insurance company to purchase an annuity. You can select one of these options or a combination of them. The VB payments provide you with flexibility. You are in control of your payment amount and how you invest your funds. You set the amount of your payment subject to the applicable pension legislation, which defines the minimum and maximum for each year. Regardless of how much you set up your VB payments to be, you will always be able to adjust those payments. At any time, you can increase, decrease, or stop the payment if your situation changes. At any time, you also have the option to convert a portion or all of your VB account to a monthly pension. When considering the VB payment, you must be aware of inflation and investment risk, as it can affect how long your funds will last. We do encourage our VB members to contact one of our advisors at least once a year to ensure you are staying on track. It is important to remember that the higher your VB payments, the faster you will use the funds in your CSS account, and then there is a greater risk that your funds may not last for your lifetime. There is a possibility that you may outlive your money depending on how long you live and how much you withdraw. A VB payment is not guaranteed to be an income for life. All the money in your CSS account will be available to provide you a monthly or annual payment. The income you receive will be based on the value of your CSS account, subject to the provincial or federal minimum and maximum requirements. In Saskatchewan, there is no maximum on the withdrawal amount, and the minimum requirement is applicable at age 72. If you pass away and there are funds left in your VB account, they will be paid to your survivors. If you have a spouse, they would have the first entitlement to the funds, and it would be a tax-sheltered rollover. They could continue to receive VB payments or choose from any of the other options. If you do not have a spouse, then the funds would be a taxable payout to either your estate or named beneficiaries. Your CSS pension payment is taxable when received. You may have the option to split your pension income with your spouse. Up to 50% can be allocated to your spouse on your income tax return when filed. If you have received VB payments or income from a LIF, PRIF, or RIF, it becomes eligible pension income available for splitting at age 65. The eligible pension income at age 65 will also qualify for the pension credits. Another option that members can choose is a combination of both the variable benefit and monthly pension payments. With the VB, you do have flexibility. You can build the income to meet your spending needs based on your risk tolerance, your account value, and what you will need in retirement. We do have members that draw a higher income in the first part of their retirement journey and then reduce it as their needs change or decrease. The CSS monthly pension will provide you with stability and will provide you with a guaranteed lifetime income. For example, if you live to be 110 years old, the payment will continue to be paid to you. It also provides simplicity, as you no longer are responsible for making the investment decisions. Some members set up a monthly pension for their anticipated fixed expenses and then use the VB account for some added flexibility. Our retirement and pension advisors can help you decide whether the variable benefit account, monthly pension, or combination of both is right for you. It is important to review the benefits and drawbacks of both options when making your retirement decision. There is no one-size-fits-all approach in terms of how much retirement income you will need. People retire at different ages, with different amounts of savings, and with different goals in mind. No two retirement journeys are exactly alike. However, there are some helpful concepts to think about that can provide general guidelines with respect to what your main sources of retirement income will be and what your spending may look like as you progress through retirement. We recommend you review our other videos on federal programs and your personal savings. My CSS Pen Compass Retirement Planner helps you to understand if you are on track toward achieving your retirement savings goals. It also provides actions that you may wish to consider if you are not on track to reaching these goals. It may suggest that you need to reduce your monthly payment, increase your current contributions, or work longer. This tool can only be accessed online in your My CSS Pen member account. The CSS Pension Plan feels that all members should have at least a basic retirement income plan to estimate how much savings are needed to afford the retirement they envision. As a CSS member, you can access your My CSS Pen portal and use the Variable Benefit Illustrator. If you are an active contributing member, the Illustrator assumes that your CSS contributions will continue until retirement. The tool has the ability to make assumptions based on the information you input. This Illustrator is beneficial if you would like to know how much money you need in your CSS pension account to provide a certain amount of income in your retirement, or if you increased your additional voluntary contributions, how much more you would have for your retirement. The tool is only available in your online member account, free of charge. Let's discuss what you should do before you start drawing on your pension funds and you have decided you like the flexibility of the VB payment. Many of you may still be working and have 5 years or less until your final retirement date. Let's talk about a strategy. If you are more than 3 years from retirement, we suggest using the balanced fund as your core investment. You do have the option of having CSS for investment funds tailored to your asset mix in order to meet your needs. We discuss this in more detail in our investing video, which I recommend you view as well. If you do decide to set your own asset mix, you are responsible for monitoring your portfolio. If you are less than 3 years from retirement, you will want to continue to earn income on your funds. You could consider investing most of your VB account in the balanced fund and put the rest into the money market fund. CSS Pension Plan suggests having 1 to 3 years of expected income in the money market fund, depending on your situation. By investing most of your funds in the balanced fund, you can expect to earn higher long-term average returns and also reduce the impact of inflation. By investing a small portion in the money market fund, you can expect to reduce some risk on the funds you plan to withdraw. You would withdraw your VB payment from the money market fund, then every so often, we suggest annually, you would replenish the amount withdrawn from the money market fund with a transfer from the balanced fund. However, if the equity or bond markets are down, you could wait to replenish the money market fund until the markets recover. What can be transferred into your CSS pension account? You can transfer registered pension plans, RPPs, from previous employers if they permit the transfer out, as well as locked-in RRSP or LIRAs. RRSP funds can be transferred in once you are no longer an active contributing member of CSS. Contact CSS for additional details. CSS does not charge a fee for transfer-ins, but we recommend that you check with your financial institution to see what fees they may charge. Tax Act regulations now permit phased retirement, which means that you no longer have to terminate your employment to start receiving a retirement income from CSS Pension Plan. In other words, you can now semi-retire. There are some rules, however. You must be at least age 55. There is no limit on the amount that can be converted to a VB account or monthly pension, but you must have your employer's consent. The earlier you retire, the longer your funds will need to last. Keep in mind you would be drawing on your funds while contributing less. So, you are ready to retire. Now what? Contact CSS about 3 months prior to your retirement date. We will provide you with our options package so you can decide which option is best for you. Once you have made a decision, contact us and we will provide you with a variable benefit application package where the payment will be on the 15th of each month, and or a monthly pension application package where the payment will be on the 26th of each month. Then complete the forms and send back to CSS. The deadline is the 20th of the month prior to beginning your pension payments. Thank you for watching our video. Still have questions? Please do not hesitate to get in touch with us. We're here to help.